What's up, everybody? What's up? Just gonna wait a little bit, get some people in here quick. Guess while we're waiting, we will recap last week's stuff, how we did on 6-shooter, and our last free play of the day here. The free play of the day did lose, I believe, our last one. And our 6-shooter ended up sweeping. We ended up cashing both AIK and under 3.5. Ended up cashing in. And we were able to cash in our second play over there as well. Both of those being 1.5 unit plays, which was very nice. Darmstead got a own goal with like 5 minutes left. And so, yeah, we ended up cashing it. They won 4-0. I really didn't think Hanover was going to lose that one, but yeah, we're just gonna wait about another 30 seconds or so. What I'll do here is I have 2 plays picked out for you guys. Really just depends how many people are in here if we drop the second play. First play I'll drop, and then I have 2 Stathero plays today. Just 2 players, 1 value, then my best play of the day over there. So yeah, I'm doing a little different today. Gonna try it out, see how this goes. And then I'll answer questions in between after the 2 stat heroes. If we have some people in here, yeah, we'll drop the second one. But without further ado, we will drop our first YouTube free play of the day. First one on the live, so got to do well, right? We got to have a good day, especially if we're going to do it live so you guys can see what we do on most days. I usually only do 1 take on my videos, so hopefully don't mess it up too bad today. So yeah, let's roll with it. For August 30th, YouTube free play of the day. First one is going to be the Blue Jays. We're going to go with the Blue Jays today. Team total over 5.5. I faded my boy, Mr. Chris Ellis, in his first start. He went 3 innings, gave up 3 runs to the Angels. And that was at home. Now he's going to go into Toronto today. Very, very tough matchup for your first ever road start. The Orioles, obviously, everybody knows, bullpen is absolute trash. They're the second worst bullpen in the MLB with a 5.37 ERA. So that's great. Even if Chris Ellis decides he's going to be some stud today, I like even just getting into that pen. As a starter, Ellis, his last outing, the batters had a 462 on base percentage, which was crazy. He's never pitched on the road as a starter. Blue Jays have a 270 batting average at home this year with an 807 OPS, which is fantastic numbers there. And they're averaging 5.3 runs a game at home. When I did fade him against the Angels, I took the first 5 team total. That cashed, and we were able to cash the full game team total for VIP in like the 4th inning. That was the first inning post his departure. So that was very, very nice. And then this is the little extra digging stuff that I do for you guys on these videos. I dug into his pitch sequence and his pitch numbers here. This season, he's thrown 101 pitches. 79 of those have been fastballs and or sliders. The fastball this year he's given up a 333 batting average against, which obviously is terrible. And his slider has been getting destroyed to a 455 clip. With all these righties in this lineup, I was a little bit worried. That's why I checked the pitch sequence and the pitch numbers. But when a slider is giving up 455, obviously it's got to be pretty flat. And when you're going up against Vladdy, Bichette, Semien, a lineup that's just loaded like this. Teoscar's been raking this year. It's just been, even Gurriel has been okay. It's just a lineup you cannot be making mistakes to. And 5.5 is a great line. I would be surprised if this doesn't get up to like a -140 to a -150 here. I really, really like this spot. I did not see, I'm just reading the comments here. I do not know if their lineup is locked in yet. I will check that in one moment after this. But I do really like this spot. I don't see Chris Ellis being able to go very deep in this game. The Angels lineup is much, much, much worse than this Blue Jays lineup. And yeah, his splits are bad against both. So I don't really worry about the right-hand side. That's why we did the fastball splits and the slider splits there as well. I would not recommend taking out a second mortgage. That's funny, but I'd have it at 1.5 units. VIPs who are in here, everybody in here knows my max is 3, and I've done 4 maxes this year. This entire year, I've done 4 max plays, and we were 3-0 on those, luckily, or 4-0 on those, luckily. So, all right, we're gonna go over to Stathero here. Next, I will get you guys that one there, and let's pull those up. So, first, my favorite play of the day over there is going to be Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts is 12-1. Highest guy today is going to be Fernando Tatis Jr. at 14K. I think we're getting a great price here. I'm going to be taking his prop over 1.5 bases and also a plus 350 shot on his home run. I think that's just disrespectful to a guy going against Drew Smyly, who we all know, low 90s, big breaking ball, a guy who gives up a lot of home runs, 5 homers in his last 3 starts, 3 homers in his last one. Mookie is going against a lefty. That's going to give me a 147 WRC plus, which is great. Also, he has a 381 batting average in the second half of the season, which is bonkers. And he has a 214 WRC plus in the second half of this season, and almost a 1,200 OPS. And that's in a pretty decent sample size. Fully back from injury. This is going to be his second series back. So getting him back in Dodger Stadium against a lefty at home. Urias is on the mound. Dodgers always come out to play when he's on the bump. I really like the spot. Like I said, I will be taking his home run prop plus 350. And we're getting a home run prone guy with a great hitter, probably a top 10 hitter in the MLB, and against the lefty. It's going to be a fun night for Mookie Betts. I didn't look at his FanDuel line, but I do like him across the board, across the industry of DFS. But Stathero for sure. Mookie Betts is a play for me today. And what we're going to do now is I took a very high guy. So everybody who does DFS is like, oh, obviously you can take Mookie Betts, blah, blah, blah. But now I'm going to go to a value guy. Anybody under 10K is what I consider value because the average is 10,000. So we're going to go to a guy on the value side, which is going to be Kyle Schwarber. He is batting leadoff again today. And we're going up against Luis Patino for the Tampa Bay Rays. I think this is a great price. I don't know what he is across the industry. I hope he's high because this guy is going to smash tonight. I like his score to score a run line. I don't know what that was. Yesterday it was minus 150, and I did take that personally, and that was a cash. He has scored in 4 of the 5 games since Kike Hernandez has gone out, and he will be batting leadoff again tonight. Patino does struggle against lefties. That's his biggest issue. He has a 205 batting average versus righties, and he has a 271 batting average against versus lefties. So a huge discrepancy when he faces the left side. Only a 13% K rate against lefties, which is massive for Stathero. You do not want to have any guys in the negative. I'd rather have a guy ground out 5 times and get me 2 Ks minus 4 points. And yeah, so scoring 4 out of 5 times since he's been moved to the leadoff spot, I think is just a great spot. 9,800 is a good spot too. I expected him around 10.5. I will take the $700 discount and roll with the value today over there. I believe they are at Tampa Bay tonight. I'm just going to check questions or anything. Thank you. I should have shaved. So right now I'm just going to give it like 20 seconds here, see if anybody has any questions about the plays, about anything there. I'll just go up through the comments. I haven't even really looked at all of it yet. And we will see how many people if we can get up to like 30, I'll probably drop the second play. A couple guys saying to drop both. I'm pawning my ring. I wouldn't recommend, but hopefully you can win for you. So the first play Morgan is going to be a Blue Jays team total over 5.5, minus 125. That's going to be the first play of the day. Which Blue Jays do I like to homer most? That really depends on line. I obviously think Vlad's probably your best one. I think that Vlad is the best spot for that. But if not, because I don't think his line's going to be great, I wouldn't mind a shot on Bichette. I think Bichette's going to be in that weird spot where he's ready to come out of this little – I don't think he's having a huge slump, but it's just not giving me the power numbers. I looked at his stats today. It's been a little bit since he's had that breakout. He's very streaky. First game of this series, I think we do see one from Bichette today. I think that's going to be a good line. Hopefully it's over 350. It's hard for me to take a home run prop that's less than 250, which I'm going to guess Vlad is at. I cashed Meadows last night. He was at 350. But I did have a sprinkle on Schwarber at 275, and that's just not enough value for a guy to go yard for me. Giants or Brewers today. I really like the Brewers. I just have an issue with the Brewers hitting lately. They're going against Cueto. Cueto always seems to give them fits, and he's going to be pitching at home where he's a little bit better. The Brewers, they're just so tough to read, man. Their offense is so hard. And we have Burns on the mound, so it's like it's so tough because I love Burns, but I don't know how he's going to do today. I completely did not touch that game. That game is a toss-up to me, especially I was at the first game of the series when they played here in Miller, and they won the first one on a walk-off, and then the Giants just started winning all the rest of them. Brandon Bell had 4 homers in 3 games. So, yeah, I have no take on it. Maybe your best bet's the no-run first inning or first 5 under. I'm not sure what that's at, but if it's less than minus 125, I would probably take the no-runs first inning for the Giants and Brewers because Corbin has a weird thing where the only time he ever gives up runs is very early. Always. I watch almost every Brewer game, and the dude, if he gets through that first inning, he's going to cruise. First 5 under is probably the best bet. I think that the Brewers bullpen has been fantastic this year. I think they're ranked number 3 in the MLB. And that's why I like attacking these team totals with guys who have great bullpens because you never know. Injuries, pitch count, whatever. But, yeah, I think that we have a great chance to win tonight, but I am not going to be betting on that one. I don't bet on the Brewers very much because I am extremely biased to the Brewers. But the Giants are a great team, and I think that they'll be tough to handle tonight. But yeah, let's get to free play number 2. It's going to be a prop. It's going to be an interesting prop. I don't think anybody else is going to have this prop across the industry unless they follow prospects like I do. You guys know I collect baseball cards, basketball, football cards, high-end stuff. It's one of my fun hobbies. And I think that this is going to be a great spot for me tonight, seeing as I actually know who this guy is before most other people. I'm going to be going with my bonus play. I usually only drop 1 free play on YouTube, but bonus play today is going to be A.J. Alexy of the Texas Rangers in his first start tonight, over 4.5 strikeouts. He's going against the Colorado Rockies, and you guys know I love fading the Colorado Rockies on the road. He has high K numbers. He's had high K numbers through the entire minor league, 79 Ks through 65 innings this year. He's got a 1.66 ERA across both AA and AAA, and only 27 walks. He's got a 60 rank on his fastball and a 60 rank on his curveball. Curveball is absolutely disgusting. I think that's what we're going to see a lot of swings and misses on tonight. He's a very big guy, around 6'4", 6'5". You're going to be running that fastball 94 to 96. Good swing and miss stuff, just picking up a slider. The changeup's decent. I think it's only ranked like a 40 from the prospects. Baseball America is what they call it. But I think that this is a great spot. I think when you see the lineup that we're seeing from the Rockies in their home road splits, I looked at the top 6 guys in their lineup usually. And we got Connor Joe with a 25% strikeout rate against righties on the road. Rogers 24, Story 30, CJ Crone 26, McMahon 29, Elias Diaz over 30. The Rockies, as we all know, crush at Coors and crush lefties. And now you're going to get a hard-throwing righty who I think that this line is very, very nice for a guy that is not well known across the industry because not many people have seen him. But if he is able to control the zone like he has throughout the minors, I see this as a smash spot. Obviously, it is his first start in Texas tonight, and it's a home start. You never know with nerves, and that's why I'm not putting more than one unit on it. But if this was like his second or third start, I'd probably throw this as a 2-unit play. That's the type of stuff this guy has. That's the type of swing and miss this guy has, and we're going against the Rockies on the road where they have won 17 games this year. 17 games this year. They're so bad on the road. It's almost laughable, to be completely honest. I think that this is a great spot for Mr. AJ Alexy to get his great start, first win of his career. If we get five innings from this guy, I see this as an easy cash. He went up against a very good. I ended up watching some of his highlights from. I looked for the best team. Obviously, you want to find the best team he's going to face. He did face Oklahoma City, which is the AAA for the Dodgers. They have Lux there. They have a lot of guys that have gotten MLB experience, and he went 5 innings, 9 Ks. Changeup, got strikeouts on the changeup. He got strikeouts on the curveball, and that's where he started using that slider a little bit more against higher-end talent. I see this as a great spot for these guys. I think that Alexy gets through 5 innings here. And even if he doesn't, I think he can still catch this in 4 innings. Like I said, if this was his second start, I would probably have this as a 2-unit play versus the 1 unit that I'm going to have because it is his first one there. So I will do a quick rundown of everything here, guys, and then I will go to questions here. If any of you guys have questions about the games today, I want to get this over 20 minutes, so we got about 3 minutes left on the video that I want to go through, and I will jump through the quick ones here. So first play of the day, YouTube free play of the day. 1.5 units on the Blue Jays team total, over 5.5. I think, like I said, you guys can go back in this video and go over all the analytics I went through. But I think this is a great spot. That will be my biggest play of the card today. We're going over the Stat Hero. My favorite player across the industry and mostly on Stat Hero is going to be 12-1 Mookie Betts. The value play of the day is going to be Kyle Schwarber at 9,800. And our bonus is going to be AJ Alexy over 4.5 strikeouts, -120. And let's get to some questions and or comments, and we'll get us rolling for tonight. My biggest collector item, I have a Kobe LeBron Gold PSA 8, 2008. That's about 5,500. Is he going to have any pitch restriction? He did come up. And he was, like I said, he was throwing about 90 pitches in the minor leagues. Lower walk rate, 27 walks. I don't see that as an issue. I don't think that the pitch count is going to be super restrictive. I would see it as probably about 80 to 85. That's why I kind of guessed around that 5-inning mark. Let's go. I'm going to bet my mortgage on this K prop. I would not recommend that. But I like the spot. I think it's a great spot. Like I said, if this was his second or third start, I probably would put a little bit more on it. But, yeah, got to be smart. Bankroll coming up for football season. Again, we're going to sign off here, guys. Don't want to go more than 20 minutes. Thank you, guys. Justin Turner over 1.5. I do like Justin Turner tonight. Dude crushes lefties, and he's at home against Smiley. I think that Justin Turner is a great spot. On Stat Hero, he's only like 9,800. I will have him in some lineups. So if you guys want to see that, that's what's Mr. Jason Lewis, one of my favorite VIP guys over there. He always sticks in there and loves some props. So, yeah, thank you guys so much. Might do this a little bit more often, doing our live plays versus a straight video of me just doing it here on my own, just so we can interact a little bit more. So I'm going to probably do this a little bit more often. Got a pretty big of an announcement coming up shortly too. I'm probably going to drop it on Twitter first, so you guys make sure you guys have those notifications on, because it's going to be a fun announcement for a fun NFL season. Stat Hero is going to be fun. I'm going to work on some DFS for you guys, and going to have a ton of props for you guys. I'm super excited thank you guys for tuning in for our first live view here for our YouTube free plays. I'm looking forward to cashing some plays with you guys. I'm hoping to go 2-0 on our bets and having our Stathero cash tonight. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you guys staying around for 20 minutes. Yeah, I'm going to have a good one. Hopefully you guys do too. And hopefully I can come back tomorrow live and we can talk about a sweep. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.